Y'all, the year is not over, which means we can still play with our goals, with our rhythms. We get to reset, we get to refresh, we get to realign as many times as we want. It doesn't have to be on January 1st, it doesn't have to be on each quarter. It can be whenever you need it to. Hi friends, welcome back to the Moxie Life YouTube channel. Today I am diving into one of my favorite tools from our Reset and Realign workbook. I'll be showing you how I am going to take my current week, like my current everyday schedule, and transform it into my ideal week, my ideal schedule. And I'm really looking forward to this. I just finished part 1 and 2 and even part 3. This is the end of part 3 of the Reset Realign workbook. And when I tell you, I am just so excited and feeling like refreshed and literally like realigned with what's important to me, so that I can actually plan it and see what this looks like and implementing it into my everyday week. I'm so excited for it, because the reality is, y'all, is that my life looks completely different than what it did on January 1st. It looked different than what it did 3 months ago. Heck, it even looks different than what it was a month ago, because we're in a new season of life. And maybe you are too. So go ahead. If you have the Reset and Refresh workbook, go ahead and grab it and we can do this together. If you do not have the workbook, but you still want to do the ideal week, we have it available as a freebie on our website. And it's also in our digital toolkits if you want to have it sized for your planner. I am doing this digitally because that's how I plan. But if you are a paper person, you are more than welcome to print off the Reset and Realign workbook as well. My current week, I kind of just mapped out my rhythms and flows, and this was actually based off of my son's first week of school, because also my life revolves around my child. And so I wanted this spread to like kind of just naturally ebb and flow for us, and I really like it. However, I did notice a few patterns. I noticed that after I picked my son up from school, that we kind of just like chilled out at the house. He would be on his tablet, I'll be on my computer, and we kind of just crashed out for the rest of the day. And so looking at this, I can see that, okay, there's opportunities in the evening for us to maybe do something, do an activity if we can, because I really do try to, as much as I can, get my work done while he's at school. Okay, so these are kind of things that I know are like set in stone, like, dropping off to get school, picking him up, like morning prayer, church time, weekly play. Those things are kind of like naturally, I want to keep those. I'm one I can't change when Duke goes to school. Okay, so since I got really specific about my workout and quiet times and really getting like nitty gritty on like, okay, I'm gonna do Orange 3 on these days, and then I'll have like a recovery workout in between. I kind of like really like that. And then now I'm gonna kind of get specific about how I'm planning my work ideally. I realized that I wanted to get more clear about when I'm planning time towards music and acting and dancing and really expanding my craft, but also making space for curiosities and learning. And then, of course, I want to be intentional about my time here at Moxie Life, which I truly believe is the best job ever. And so I just kind of want to map that out and get really specific about that. Well, I'm adding some power down days, not power down days, power down times, and that's like when we start like our like evening routines, bath time, I wash my face, do my teeth, wrap my hair, we read a book, and so I kind of like, that's pretty like a consistent thing. So I just wanted to make sure I get really particular about that, especially during the like week. So real quickly, I think the one thing that I'm really excited about that I just was able to block time for was this time on Friday mornings. Now, there's some days where I am working on Friday mornings, and there's some times where I'm like, I did everything I got to do for this week, so I don't have to like work because I got my stuff done. And so, but I blocked off like a couple hours for like personal learning, and that is time for me to like just research, watch videos, listen to podcasts, read books about whatever is interesting to me in this season. And I think that is one thing I'm really excited about, that I was able to like block off in this ideal week. If you do this activity, what's the thing that you are most excited about? So I also, the one thing that I was really cognizant about when doing this was travel time, especially getting to places. I think that's also why I don't like doing it hourly. But I just kind of like block off like more time, because I'm like, okay, I have to think about travel, getting the prep time for that thing, actually doing that activity. So all of that, when you are doing your ideal week, is thinking about that, all that stuff that goes into that particular thing that you're blocking off time for. So this is my ideal week, and I love it so, so much. This is really fun. Now, here's the really exciting part. When you grab the Reset and Realign bundle, you'll actually get the whole Moxie Life Weekly Planner for only $15 with free shipping. It's honestly low-key insane, y'all. So if you've been curious about trying a new layout, now is the perfect time to do that. You get the Reset and Realign Workbook, you get the planner and free shipping, all for $40. I'm like, that's crazy. Because honestly, y'all, we don't believe in starting on January 1st. You get to reset, restart, refresh, realign right now, today. And so go ahead and check that out if you are curious about learning more about that. All right, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this video. Doing this ideal week and this exercise was literally the perfect thing that I needed. It was just so on time. Like, I needed this reset. I needed this realignment. And honestly, if you want to go deeper or hear more about the importance of doing an exercise like your ideal week, go ahead and check out our recent live stream with Sierra, myself, and Andrea. It was a part of our Back to School, Back to You series on your routines and rhythms and realignment. And so I'm going to link that up here in one of these corners if you want to check that video out afterwards. But let me know in the comments, have you done this exercise, or if you're grabbing the bundle. And don't forget to like and subscribe, or even share this with the video, share this with a friend, share the video with a friend if you found it helpful. And thanks so much for hanging out with me, y'all, and I will see you next time. Bye.